Welcome into Terriervision. I'm Mark Hauser. On Saturday afternoon, the Wofford Terriers took on conference rivals, the Georgia Southern Eagles, in a quarterfinal National FCS playoff matchup at Gibbs Stadium. Unfortunately, due to NCAA regulations, we are unable to show the highlights here on Terriervision. Georgia Southern led 20-3 at the half and ended up winning a hard-fought game 23-20. After the game, we visited with Wofford head coach Mike Ayers. Coach, you go into the locker room down at the break 20-3. What do you tell your kids?
Well, I told them we've got two directions that we can go. We can either give up or we can keep fighting. And they came out in the second half and they fought their tails off. This is one of those games, quite frankly, I think we just ran out of time. If we had got them stopped there on that last one, that penalty killed us, and we just ran out of time. But I'm so proud of our kids. What a great turnaround from 3-8. We shared in the Southern Conference title. We've won 10 ball games, and this is a group of guys that, quite frankly, nobody thought that they were going to be anything. They fought the fight all the way through. They've been an unbelievable group to coach, and I'm just as proud of these guys as any team I've ever coached. Georgia Southern came in. They had a good plan. The problem was we helped them a little bit in that first half and dug ourselves a heck of a hole. But we came battling back, and the kids, they trusted, they believed, and they kept getting after it. And we played defensively. We just stopped them in the second half, and then offensively we got going, and we had our shot. We had our shot, but we get that last penalty, and time runs out. Georgia Southern, well coached, and Jeff and his staff did a fabulous job getting those guys to grow and mature as a team and develop it into a heck of a football team. I think that you can look around the country and you can look at the level of football that's played in the Southern Conference, and they can say what they want to say. It's as good as any.
I'm sure you got a little emotional addressing the troops after the game. Specifically, did you have something for your seniors, something you said to your seniors?
Well, the thing that I tried to emphasize to them is, number one, first and foremost, that we love them. And let them know that, that it's a life lesson. Sometimes, even, when you think you're doing everything you can do, sometimes you don't get what you want to get. But that's part of life. And I thought the biggest lesson learned was they got knocked down in the first half. They got knocked way down. And the thing that they did, they came out and they fought the fight. And once you learn that lesson in life, you'll be able to deal with whatever comes. And proud of those guys. What a great group of kids.
Man, it just seemed like everything, all the momentum was in Wofford's favor in the second half. Did you have the feeling on the sideline this was going to be a job everybody could get done?
We didn't have a doubt that we were going to come back and win the game, but they played very well, very hard, very strong. We just, coming back from a lot of points in the second half. It just showed our character. So we knew we just had to believe, and we came close. Came 3 points. Came down to the last play. What more you want? If we would have played like we played the second half the whole game, we would have blew them out of the waters.
You came gimping off. You go back on. What was wrong, and how'd you get back in the ball game?
I was fine. It was just my knee. It was a little hurt, but just shook it off. Came back in the game, but that's fine.
Very nice. Finally, a 10-3 season. You're going to have a little time to separate. You look back, not too shabby.
Yeah, considering what we did last year, where we got ranked at the beginning of the season by the media and the coaches and stuff like that, we did a good job. We could have gone further, right? We still, everyone. It's the first step to something greater, so we'll see what happens next year.
Pat, a very physical game, obviously, tough game. Talk about the offense starting to click in the second half.
Yeah, well, we just came together and I guess we realized that it's one and done. And we everything we had into it. Nothing left.
Unfortunately, this is your last game as a college athlete. How difficult was that when the seconds wind down?
It was tough, but I guess since we were still in it, it didn't really set in until the last, until Clark dropped that lateral. But that was a great time. I love this place.
What have your 5 years of ball meant to you here?
I mean everything. I don't know what it's going to be like. You know, I don't have to come to practice every day, but we'll see.
Mitch, a great season. I know it always hurts when it ends.
Yeah, this one's tough to swallow. Wanted it so bad for our seniors, and thought we had the ability to go the distance. So for it to end like that, it's really tough.
What was the difference between the first half and the second half? Because the second half, the offense really seemed to start firing on all cylinders.
I'd take that upon myself in the first half. Can't turn the ball over to a team like that, and that was the story. I mean, we had 2 turnovers that killed drives in the first half and led to 7 or 14 points for them. So that was the difference. Those turnovers.
Talk about the 4th and 1 play where you threw the ball deep to Jeremy Marshall.
Oh, that was a great play by Jeremy. I wasn't expecting him to necessarily get out. He wasn't the primary target. Brenton was, but I just was fortunate to be able to move out of the pocket and find him just wide open down the field, and that was big for us.
I know it's hard to have perspective in the moment, but when you look back, a 10-3 season, this was a team picked to finish 6th place in the conference. Do you think you look back and say, you know what, that wasn't too bad?
Oh, absolutely. This was a special group, and like I said, we would have liked to been the first to bring the national championship to Wofford, but when you look back, we accomplished so much, and I'm grateful to be a part of this team.
So the Terriers, who finished the season a year ago at 3-8 and entered the 2010 season predicted to finish 6th in the conference, finish a heck of a year with a mark of 10-3 and their 3rd appearance in the FCS playoffs in the last 4 years. Now they head into the offseason with their eyes on next year, and some good news, 9 out of 11 returning starters on defense. And quarterback Mitch Allen will be back along with fullback Eric Breitenstein, just to name a few, off the offense. It's been a joy to bring you the highlights this year. Thanks for watching Terriervision. I'm Mark Hauser.